You know what we should do? We should go to South Africa on a sub expedition.
Yeah, because it's not the surf here that will bring us any action.
No, it's been pretty bleak, I'll give you that.
Pretty small.
You know, actually, my dad and Dean have both been hounding me to come down there, so I think that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, Dean is nice. Never met your dad. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, meeting my dad's going to be interesting. So I'm going to call Dean, see what he says. Hey, Dean, it's Corran. You know how you've been hounding me to come down there and run some rivers? Well, what do you say I come down there and just run some rivers? You into that? Yeah, you want to take some pictures? You want to shoot some video? You want to get scared? He's up for it. Alright, cool. Alright, we're going to come down.
And now you got to call Chelu to make sure that you can make the board at his shop.
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty busy this time of year.
Hey, Chelu, it's Corran. Do you mind if I come down there and shape up a Street Fighter really quick? Yeah, do you have the time to laminate it this week? Well, we'd like to leave at the end of the week for South Africa. So, you up for that? Okay, great. I'll be up in the morning. Cool, man. Thanks, dude. Well, all we need now is air tickets. Let's go.
Am I going to be chased by crocodiles going down a rapid on my SUP?
No, there's no crocodiles in the rivers we're going to run. But you will see some cool wild animals. There's a lot of game, a lot of giraffe, a lot of, there's a rhino.
Baby zebras.
There's baby zebras, there's adult zebras, there are baboons, there's pythons. Plenty.
And your dad.
And my dad.
That's scary.
You're not even scared of the rapids, you're just scared of crocodiles and my dad?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd be scared of the rapids if I were you. Let's go!
Hey, Corran, how you doing? Good morning. You early like always, huh? Are you shaping some words or what you doing?
We boarded our flight in Los Angeles with 3 paddleboards. That went over well as the airlines were trying to figure out exactly how they were going to get these things on the plane. We flew from Los Angeles all the way to Johannesburg and from there drove down to Paris. My father owns a farm on the banks of the Vaal, which is very convenient. It's open and spacious with all kinds of rustic cabins and lodges on it, access to the water, little islands and bridges that cross it over. Great for bathing and tanning, as well as being a put-in point to run the river itself. This is a wonderful spot that he's got there. In Paris, we started getting organized, getting our equipment in order, making sure everything was working, and then taking a warm-up run on the Vaal. After the long flight, it was a pleasure just to get on the water, and we knew that while the Vaal was nothing like what we were going to have in Zululand, it was still really fun to do, and there were some fun rapids.
I am Kashambamun, I am coming soon. He spins his words and fashions his web, hoping she will fall for him. But she turns and smiles and looks and beguiles. She was not born this morning. I am cool man free, I am pele pele, I am agent fire, I am automatic, I am shy spaghetti, I am candela, I am Kashamba moon, I am coming soon. She's tired and she's bored with young metro lords, desperately after her awnings. Full man free has beautiful words, but she was not born this morning.
There we loaded up Bucky with the trailer in tow, all the boards and all the equipment loaded on board, and headed down to KwaZulu Natal. The track, otherwise known as a road that requires a 4x4 vehicle to get into, leads down this long winding hill through thorns, trees, forests and rocks.
Scatterlings and fugitives, hooded eyes and weary brows, seek refuge in the night. They are the scatterlings of Africa.
White animals line the side of the road: giraffe, zebra, kudu, gemsbok, even baboon, all to be seen from the track as we drove down, slowly but surely winding our way, hoping that the Land Rover and the Suzuki wouldn't fall apart until we finally arrived. Our final destination in Zululand was a camp called Zingela on the shores of the Tugela River. Zingela is this wonderful camp that's completely detached from anything that has to do with modern civilization. We barely made it down the road to the Zingela camp when the skies opened up and it started to rain. And it rained, and it rained, and it rained. And we just sat there and watched the river come up, and we knew that the next day we were going to have our hands full. Everything was flooded, everything was wet. We looked at each other and we knew this was what we'd come for.
Apparently Tugela ferry got wiped out, eh? Houses washed away and all sorts of stuff. If this sweeps and carries on upstream Kalenza way, then tomorrow I think we're in for a snorter. Eh? I think we could well see water up here on the lawn. It's a good one. And I must check up on our pump and see whether the guys have got it in. I don't think so, because that could well go underwater tonight as well. Eh? So a good Valentine's Day. Lots of electricity in the air.
Here we are in KwaZulu, South Africa, the heart of Zululand, the Tugela River, or as the Zulu call it, the Tugela, which means the one that startles. And it's not the hardest white water in the world, I'll give you that, but really fun. Water's high, as you can see, it's nice and muddy, and it's hot, and we're sweating. We've got a great team with us, lots of fun. I'm on my Street Fighter, which I'm really, really enjoying, and Dean is on the combat, and we're having a great time out here. You can see the countryside that we're in. We saw some impala, seen some wild pig, a python, baboon. It's amazing. It's been a great trip so far, and we're just getting started. Can't wait for more.
good fun.
I reckon it's like learning a language. You don't learn a language in one day. It takes a bit of dedication, eh?
No, yeah, all new techniques and yeah, a lot to learn, but yeah, you progress as you pick up the habits, eh?
Yeah, you've got it this morning. You're standing up.
Yeah, it's a big change.
And then when you go the other way, you go to this foot, you go to that ball. And it gives you this here, I mean all your weight's on this foot, so it puts the edge in, and then that just allows you to adjust it. And so you're not standing on one foot. Yeah. Same thing going the other way. Now all your weight's here, and this one here just allows you to adjust it. If you stand like this, you're at the mercy of what grabs the ball. Yeah.
Never knew who my
Shikisha is a traditional Zulu dance performed by warriors. How well they dance goes to show how well they're going to fight in battle. It is a wonderful display of manliness, of noise, of rhythm, stamping of feet, the waving of spears and shields. We were lucky enough to come across a matrimonial Zulu dance. A young lady was getting married, and we were lucky enough to witness the dance.
Hi, my name is Mafuti. We are the group from Veyane Cultural Village. We'll be performing a wedding song. And as you can see me, I'm wearing like this because I'm getting married today. And this is how I should look after I get married.
Stand-up paddling compared to kayaking, you know, for me it was the way to go. You know, obviously you can push yourself in a kayak and do bigger drops and, you know, maybe go and find bigger holes and waves and try and, you know, get your towboating going. But, you know, for most of us, those kind of rivers just aren't around. So to have your local spot, which you know you can paddle down backwards, suddenly become a huge challenge again because of stand-up is very special. It's not something, you know, I mean, I'm thankful that it's come around, you know, and it's a total new challenge. It's learning the technique first of all to be able to just stand on a thing and, you know, do the basics of heading out and getting into the flow and, you know, getting around obstacles. But yeah, it's a beautiful experience and definitely something you want to give a go if you want to make your local runs more exciting and challenging. And I mean, we're just starting out. You know, the future is wide open, and this past few days has been a big eye-opener for me. Now, you know, I'm excited just to go and do it all over again. And you know, my legs are still a bit numb, so once the muscles have adapted, and they're definitely gonna get back on it and, you know, run some clean lines.
Well, here we are in the heart of Zululand on the uMgeni River. This is the Five Fingers section, which is where I grew up as a kid. So it's wonderful to be back. It's lovely. It's a nice cold day, which is actually a pleasure after the hot we've had on the Tugela. And this should be interesting. There's a marathon going on here, the Doozy Marathon, which is probably the most difficult kayaking biathlon race in the world. So we're going to see these guys coming down as well. They're running these rapids on 5.5 meter fiberglass, super narrow, like Olympic sprint boats. Amazing stuff, amazing stuff. The guys are really good. It's going to be a good day. Here we are on the mKomaas River. This is sort of south of Durban, and we're on the, this is actually the detailed header section, which is a very, very difficult section, but we're at the end of it, and we're going to go into the numbers further down, something that we should be able to do on SUPs. Very, very high water, very muddy, very lucky to get this much water in the river. I think it's going to be a good time. We'll see.
We heard the mKo was running high, and decided to take a quick drive up in the afternoon. Wanted to get it good for a long time, and it's the best that I've seen it. And we decided to do the stretch above 128. 128 is the most popular stretch on the mKo, but there's a little spot higher than that, just on at the end of the detail gorge run. There's a beautiful play wave as you come out of the gorge, and we got dropped off there and played a bit on the wave, and that for me was amazing. I gave it a go, it wasn't too successful, but Corran showed us the ways there, and definitely go back. It's going to be, we're going to have good times there on the stand-up.
This car wheel is my lover, no choice but to
kukhala bangwele wema Africa kukhala bangwele Africa kukhala bangwele wema halala halala He was born in the African dawn and orphaned to the land so gentle in the eye he was as any woman's child Africa kukhala bangwele Africa kukhala bangwele wema Africa kukhala bangwele Africa kukhala bangwele wema halala halala As he grew people told him son don't you trust anyone you learn how to trust a stone and this is not a gentle land and it breaks those who never learn how to be alone Africa kukhala bangwele Africa kukhala bangwele wema Africa kukhala bangwele
From the Hela Hela Bridge, it's pretty much where 128 starts. Just before number 1 there's a rapid called Approaches. Got a big mother rock in the middle at the bottom and the whole way down you feel that drop. That was quite a thing on the stand-up. But number 1, probably the most famous rapid on UMCO, and normally the start of them, you know, anything you're doing on UMCO, and if you don't make it past that, you know, the rest of the day is going to be pretty miserable for you. So to do it on the stand-up, I mean, I opted out. It wasn't going to be an option for me. Corran is all guns blazing for that one. The rapid itself, it's a hell of a run into it. It's hard to get the line correct before you actually get to the big hole. Corran was maybe a bit too far right, but he got past the hole, and then the wave train after that hole is even on a lower level than what we had, it's a nightmare. And he did well to make it as far down that lodge as he did. It's a beautiful rapid, and it's one, you know, with stand-up in mind. It was one of the rapids that I've always wanted to, you know, see run on the stand-up, because it's really making a huge statement for stand-up paddling. That rapid's feared by pretty much 80% of paddlers in KwaZulu Natal, and for someone to go down there on the stand-up it's just putting stand-up right in the game, without a doubt. So well done to Corran on that one.
We ended the mKomaas run ecstatic. It had been so much fun. The river was really high, huge holes, huge waves, churning eddies, pounding rocks. It was great fun. And we all came off our board at least once. Hitting those holes and those waves, it was very difficult to stay on board, and we all took a bit of a beating, but it was worth every bit of it. I have to say, I'm very excited about how the Street Fighter and the Combat performed. These are, in my opinion, now the best boards on the market for running hard whitewater, and I think we're going to see a lot more of these out there in the marketplace. From there, we packed up, headed back to Paris, and then drove to Johannesburg, got on a plane, and headed home back to Los Angeles. It was a wonderful trip, and I can tell you one thing, we're never going to forget it.
Mud and sweat on polished leather.